Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what you're currently experiencing? Like no matter how much you achieve or how busy you stay, something still feels missing. What if I told you that a spiritual awakening could completely transform your reality, helping you find deeper meaning, inner peace, and a sense of connection you've been craving? A spiritual awakening is like waking up from a dream. It's that moment when you realize there's more to life than the daily grind, the material world, or the roles you've been playing. It's about discovering who you truly are, beyond the labels, the expectations, and the noise of the world. It's about connecting with something greater, whether you call it the universe, God, your higher self, or simply your inner truth. Let me share something personal with you. A few years ago, I was going through the motions of life, working hard, chasing success, and trying to keep up with everyone else's expectations. But deep down, I felt empty, like I was living someone else's life. One day, during a quiet moment, I had this overwhelming realization: this can't be it. There has to be more. That was the beginning of my spiritual awakening. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but it completely changed my life, and it can change yours too. That's why I created this video. I want to guide you through the 7 key steps of a spiritual awakening, steps that have helped me and countless others transform our lives. Whether you're just starting to feel that inner pull or you're already on this path, these steps will help you navigate the journey with clarity and confidence. This isn't about following a strict set of rules, it's about discovering what works for you and embracing the process. So, grab a notebook, find a quiet space, and keep an open mind. This journey is deeply personal, and it's okay to feel uncertain or even a little overwhelmed. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to the life you're meant to live, a life filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first step in any spiritual awakening is recognizing the call. But what does that even mean? Well, the call is that inner nudge, that quiet voice, or sometimes even a loud wake-up call that tells you something in your life needs to change. It's the universe's way of saying, hey, it's time to wake up and see things differently. So, how do you know if you're experiencing the call? There are a few common signs. You might start feeling disconnected from the life you've built, like you're going through the motions but nothing feels fulfilling anymore. You might find yourself questioning everything. What's the purpose of life? Why am I here? Is this all there is? Or, you might notice that you've become more sensitive to energy, to other people's emotions, or even to the world around you. Sound familiar? Let me share a story with you. When I first felt the call, I didn't even realize what was happening. I was in my late 20s, working a job that looked great on paper, but I felt completely empty inside. I remember sitting in my apartment one evening, staring out the window, and suddenly feeling this overwhelming sense of, is this it? Is this all life is about? It was like a switch flipped inside me. I started questioning everything, my career, my relationships, even my beliefs. At first, it was terrifying, but looking back, that was the moment my spiritual journey truly began. Maybe you've had a similar moment, a breakup, a loss, or even just a quiet realization that something isn't right. Or maybe you're feeling the call right now, but you're not sure what to do about it. That's completely normal. The first step is simply to recognize it. Acknowledge that what you're feeling is real, and that it's okay to want more out of life. Here's an actionable tip to help you identify your own call: start journaling. Take a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself questions like, what's missing in my life? What do I truly want? What am I afraid to admit to myself? Journaling is a powerful tool because it helps you slow down and listen to that inner voice that's been trying to get your attention. Remember, recognizing the call is just the beginning. It's the first step on a journey that will transform your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. So, take a deep breath, grab a journal, and start listening. Your soul is calling. Are you ready to answer? Now that you've recognized the call, it's time to move on to the next step: letting go of old beliefs. This is where things start to get real, and maybe a little uncomfortable. But trust me, it's also where the magic begins. Why is letting go so crucial? Well, many of the beliefs we carry aren't even ours. They've been handed down to us, by society, by our families, by the culture we grew up in. These beliefs shape how we see the world, but they can also limit us. They keep us stuck in patterns that no longer serve us, blocking our spiritual growth and keeping us from living authentically. Let's talk about some common limiting beliefs. Maybe you've been taught that success is all about money and status, so you've been chasing goals that don't truly fulfill you. Or perhaps you've been conditioned to believe that you need to please everyone around you, even if it means sacrificing your own needs. And then there's the fear of failure, that voice in your head that says, "What if I'm not good enough? What if I mess up?" Sound familiar? Here's the thing, these beliefs aren't facts. They're just stories that you've been telling yourself for years. But the good news is, you can rewrite those stories. You can let go of what no longer serves you and create space for new, empowering beliefs. It's not always easy, but it's absolutely worth it. Let's try a simple exercise to help you release those old beliefs. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, think of one belief that's been holding you back. Maybe it's "I'm not good enough" or "I have to be perfect to be loved." Visualize that belief as a heavy object, a rock, a box, or even a chain. See yourself holding it in your hands. Feel its weight. Now, take another deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine yourself setting it down. You're not throwing it away, you're simply letting it go. You're saying, "I don't need this anymore." Take one more deep breath, and when you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel? Lighter, I hope. Remember, letting go is a process. You don't have to do it all at once. Just take it one belief at a time. And as you release what no longer serves you, you'll create space for new possibilities, for growth, for joy, and for the life you're truly meant to live. Now that you've started letting go of old beliefs, it's time to move on to the next step, embracing the present moment. This is where the real magic of spiritual awakening begins to unfold, because the present moment is where life truly happens. Think about it, how often are you truly present? Most of us spend our days either replaying the past, what we should have done differently, what went wrong, or worrying about the future, what might happen, what we need to achieve. But the truth is, the past is gone, and the future isn't here yet. The only moment we ever truly have is now. And when we learn to live in the now, we tap into a sense of peace and clarity that's always been within us. So, how do we embrace the present moment? One of the most powerful tools is mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and the world around you, without judgment. It's about being fully here, right now, instead of getting lost in your mind. And the best part? You don't need any special skills or equipment to do it. You can start right where you are. Let's try a quick mindfulness exercise together. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and slowly exhale through your mouth. Now, bring your attention to your body. Feel the weight of your feet on the ground, the sensation of your breath moving in and out. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, gently bring your focus back to your breath. You don't have to stop your thoughts, just notice them, and let them pass like clouds in the sky. Take a few more breaths like this, just being here, right now. When you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel? Calmer, I hope. This simple practice can be a game changer. For me, mindfulness has completely transformed the way I experience life. There was a time when I was constantly stressed, always thinking about the next thing I needed to do. But when I started practicing mindfulness, I began to notice the little things, the warmth of the sun on my skin, the sound of birds chirping, the taste of my morning coffee. Life became richer, more vibrant, and I felt more alive than ever before. And the beauty of mindfulness is that it's always available to you. Whether you're stuck in traffic, waiting in line, or just sitting at home, you can always come back to the present moment. It's like a reset button for your mind. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed or disconnected, take a deep breath and come back to now. This moment is all you ever have, and it's enough. Now that you've started embracing the present moment, it's time to take the next step, connecting with your inner self. This is where the journey gets truly profound, because your inner self is the essence of who you are, beyond the roles, labels, and expectations of the world. So, what is the inner self? Think of it as your higher self, your soul, or your true essence. It's the part of you that's always been there, even when you weren't paying attention. It's wise, loving, and deeply connected to the universe. Your inner self knows your purpose, your passions, and your deepest truths. But in the busyness of life, it's easy to lose touch with this part of ourselves. That's why reconnecting is so important. It's like coming home to who you really are. There are many ways to connect with your inner self. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools. It helps you quiet your mind and tune into that inner voice. Journaling is another great way to connect. When you write freely, without judgment, you often uncover insights and truths that surprise you. And then there's spending time in nature. There's something about being surrounded by trees, water, or open skies that helps you feel grounded and connected to something greater. Let's try a simple practice together to help you connect with your inner self. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Now, bring your attention to your heart center, the space in the middle of your chest. Imagine a warm, glowing light there. This light represents your inner self, your true essence. With each breath, feel this light growing brighter and stronger. If any thoughts or distractions arise, gently bring your focus back to this light. Now, silently ask your inner self a question. It could be something like, what do I need to know right now? Or what's my next step on this journey? Don't try to force an answer, just listen. You might hear a word, feel a sensation, or simply sense a knowing. Trust whatever comes up. Take a few more breaths here, soaking in this connection. When you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel? More centered, I hope. Remember, connecting with your inner self is a practice. The more you do it, the stronger the connection becomes. And over time, you'll find that your inner self becomes your greatest guide, helping you navigate life with clarity, confidence, and peace. As you continue on your spiritual awakening journey, you'll likely encounter something that needs your attention: past wounds. This step, healing past wounds, is one of the most challenging but also one of the most transformative. It's about facing the pain you've been carrying and finally setting it free. Why is healing so essential? Because unresolved trauma, pain, or emotional baggage can act like anchors, holding you back from fully stepping into your true self. These wounds might show up as fear, self-doubt, or patterns of self-sabotage. They can keep you stuck in cycles of negativity or prevent you from forming healthy relationships. But here's the truth: you can't fully awaken spiritually until you address what's been weighing you down. So, how do you begin to heal? There are many paths, and what works for one person might not work for another. Therapy is a powerful tool. It provides a safe space to explore your emotions and uncover the root of your pain. Energy healing, like Reiki or acupuncture, can help release blocked energy and restore balance. Shadow work, facing the parts of yourself you've been avoiding, can be incredibly liberating. And then there's forgiveness, not just for others but for yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning what happened, it means freeing yourself from the grip of resentment. Let me share something personal. For years, I carried the weight of a painful childhood experience. I thought I could just push it down and move on, but it kept showing up in my relationships and my self-esteem. It wasn't until I started therapy and did some deep inner work that I began to heal. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. That pain no longer defines me, and I feel freer and more alive than ever before. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of healing, that's okay. Healing is a journey, not a destination. It's not about fixing yourself overnight, it's about taking one small step at a time. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Reach out for support, whether it's from a therapist, a trusted friend, or a spiritual guide. You are worthy of healing, and you are worthy of peace. Now that you've started healing past wounds, it's time to focus on something truly transformative, raising your vibration. This step is all about elevating your energy so you can attract more joy, peace, and abundance into your life. But what does that even mean? Let's break it down. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, including you. And this energy vibrates at different frequencies. Think of it like a radio station. You can tune into a station that plays uplifting music or one that's full of static. Your vibration is like your personal frequency. When your vibration is high, you feel light, joyful, and aligned with your purpose. When it's low, you might feel heavy, stuck, or disconnected. The goal is to raise your vibration so you can live in that higher, more positive frequency. So, how do you raise your vibration? One of the simplest ways is through gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. Try starting each day by listing 3 things you're thankful for. It could be as simple as the sun shining or a kind word from a friend. Positive affirmations are another powerful tool. Repeating phrases like I am worthy or I am enough can help rewire your mind and raise your energy. Another way to raise your vibration is through the food you eat. High-vibe foods, like fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, nourish your body and elevate your energy. On the flip side, processed foods and sugary snacks can weigh you down. And don't forget about the people you surround yourself with. Energy is contagious, so spend time with those who uplift and inspire you. If someone drains your energy, it's okay to set boundaries. Here are a few simple habits you can start today to raise your vibration. First, try a morning gratitude practice. Before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Second, incorporate positive affirmations into your day. Say them out loud, write them down, or even post them where you'll see them often. And third, spend a few minutes in nature. Whether it's a walk in the park or just sitting under a tree, being in nature can instantly boost your energy. Let me share a personal example. A few years ago, I was going through a tough time, and my energy felt really low. I started a daily gratitude practice, and it completely shifted my perspective. Instead of focusing on what was going wrong, I began to notice all the little things that were going right. Over time, I felt lighter, happier, and more connected to the world around me. It's amazing how small changes can make such a big difference. Remember, raising your vibration isn't about being happy all the time, it's about creating a foundation of positive energy that supports you, no matter what life throws your way. Start small, be consistent, and watch how your energy begins to shift. You are a powerful being, and you have the ability to create a life that feels good, inside and out. We've arrived at the final step of your spiritual awakening journey, living your truth. This is where everything comes together, where you step into your authenticity, align with your purpose, and create a life that feels deeply fulfilling. But what does it really mean to live your truth? Living your truth means being unapologetically you. It's about honoring your values, following your intuition, and making choices that align with your soul's purpose. It's about letting go of who you think you should be and embracing who you truly are. When you live your truth, you radiate a sense of confidence and peace that's unmistakable. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to face your fears. Speaking of fears, let's talk about the ones that might be holding you back. Fear of judgment is a big one. What will people think if I do things differently? Fear of failure is another. What if I mess up or don't succeed? And then there's the fear of the unknown. What if I step into my truth and everything changes? These fears are normal, but they don't have to control you. The key is to acknowledge them, feel them, and then take action anyway. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite it. Let me share an inspiring story with you. I once worked with a woman named Sarah who was stuck in a corporate job that paid well but left her feeling empty. She had a passion for art but was terrified to pursue it because she didn't think she could make a living from it. One day, she decided to take a leap of faith. She started small, painting in the evenings and selling her work online. At first, it was scary, and there were setbacks, but over time, her art began to gain recognition. Today, she's a full-time artist, and her life is filled with creativity, joy, and purpose. She told me, the moment I started living my truth, everything fell into place. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that living your truth isn't about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will turn out. It's about trusting yourself and taking one step at a time. Start by listening to your intuition, that quiet voice inside that knows what's right for you. Pay attention to what lights you up and what drains you. Make small choices each day that align with your values and passions. Over time, these small choices will add up to a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. And if fear tries to stop you, remind yourself why this matters. You weren't put on this earth to live someone else's life or to play small. You're here to shine your unique light and share your gifts with the world. Yes, it might be uncomfortable at times, but the rewards, joy, peace, and a deep sense of purpose, are worth it. So, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to live more authentically? Maybe it's having a difficult conversation, pursuing a passion, or simply saying no to something that doesn't align with your values. Whatever it is, take that step. Your truth is waiting for you, and the world needs the real you. And just like that, we've reached the end of our journey together, at least for now. Let's take a moment to recap the 7 steps to spiritual awakening that we've explored. Each one is a powerful piece of the puzzle, guiding you toward a life of deeper meaning, joy, and connection. First, we talked about recognizing the call, that inner nudge that tells you something needs to change. Then, we moved on to letting go of old beliefs, releasing the stories and conditioning that no longer serve you. Step 3 was all about embracing the present moment, finding peace and clarity by being fully here, right now. In Step 4, we explored connecting with your inner self, tuning into your true essence and higher wisdom. Step 5 was about healing past wounds, facing and releasing the pain that's been holding you back. In Step 6, we discussed raising your vibration, elevating your energy to attract more joy and abundance into your life. And finally, in Step 7, we talked about living your truth, stepping into your authenticity and aligning with your soul's purpose. Each of these steps is a doorway to a more awakened, fulfilling life. Now, I want to remind you that spiritual awakening is a deeply personal journey. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and there's no finish line. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers, it's about showing up, being curious, and taking one step at a time. Some days will feel easy, and others might feel challenging, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going. You're exactly where you need to be, and every step you take is bringing you closer to the life you're meant to live. I'd love to hear about your journey. Have you started recognizing the call? Are you working on letting go of old beliefs or healing past wounds? Whatever stage you're at, share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Let's create a community where we can support and inspire each other. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on spirituality, personal growth, and living your best life. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are so many of us walking this path, learning, growing, and awakening together. Every step you take matters, not just for you, but for the collective energy of the world. When you heal, grow, and shine your light, you inspire others to do the same. So, keep going. Keep exploring. Keep becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I'm truly grateful to be a part of your journey. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need it, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Until next time, remember, you are exactly where you need to be, and your awakening is unfolding perfectly. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Your presence here means the world, and I'm truly grateful to be a part of your spiritual journey. Remember, every step you take toward awakening is a step toward a more fulfilling, joyful life. In our next video, we'll dive deeper into how to trust your intuition, a powerful tool for navigating life with clarity and confidence. Whether you're just starting to listen to your inner voice or want to strengthen that connection, you won't want to miss it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Before we go, I'll leave you with this quote to reflect on: the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your spiritual awakening is that journey, and every step you take matters. Trust the process, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining your light.